Hello everyone, this is Jurimoni here. Welcome to my YouTube channel Pooja's Literary World. Today I am going to give you 30 important multiple choice questions from this chapter, his first slide. Let us solve this multiple choice question together. And I would like you guys open your textbooks with you. That will help us to solve it easily. Let's see. Because for multiple choice question we need the thorough reading or thorough study of the chapter. Let's see the first question. Who is the writer of this chapter? His first flight. Here 4 name is given. Frederick Forsyth, Liam O'Flaherty, G.L. Fuentes and Locaser Abrol. As from the textbook, 2 stories about flying and his first flight, we get the name Liam O'Flaherty. So, the fourth section, his first flight was written by Liam O'Flaherty. The young seagull was along on the dash, mountain, tree, ledge and rock. What is ledge? Do you know? The narrow horizontal self-projecting from a wall or a cliff. So, the very first line of this chapter, the young seagull was alone on the ledge. So, answer is ledge. He had 2 brothers, 1 sister, 2 sisters, 1 brother, 1 brother and 1 sister and only 2 sisters. So, to know that, let's see the second line. His 2 brothers and his sister had already flown away the day before. So, it is clearly written here, his 2 brothers and 1 sister. So, the answer is A, 2 brothers and 1 sister. Question 4. He was afraid to fly because, why he is afraid? He was very small. His parents never supported him. Is it true? Because in course of time we found that his parents always supported him. In fact, they planned a plan to make him fly. He thought his wings would never support him and he was lazy. So, which one is right? In the course of the chapter we found he felt certain that his wings would never support him. So, he bent his head and ran away back to the little hole under the ledge where he slept at night. So, from this line we come to know that he was afraid to fly because he thought his wings would never support him. Means he has lack of confidence. He feared that his wings won't support him to fly. Question 5. Whose wings were far shorter than the baby seagull? So, his mother's, his father's, his 2 brothers and 1 sisters and all of the above. So, in the chapter say, even when each of his brothers and sisters, his little sister, whose wings were far shorter than his own, ran to the brink, flapped their wings and flew away. So, we get the answer here, isn't it? What is the answer then? His brothers and 1 sisters. Their wings were far shorter than the baby seagull. Question 6. His parents tried every method, even by feeding and holding, threatening and scolding, singing and talking and none of the above. We have found here that his parents tried every method. They wanted the little seagull fly. So, by threatening, by pressurizing, by leaving him for starvation, they did everything to make him fly. So, the answer is threatening and scolding. So, his parents tried every method even by threatening and scolding. Question 7. He had not eaten for. See, in the second paragraph we found the very first line. That was 24 hours ago. Since then, nobody had come near him. So, the day before, all day long he had watched his parents flying about with his brothers and sisters, perfecting them in the art of flight. So he had not eaten because they left him on the area and went to the opposite side. So whole day long means it is 24 hours. So he had not eaten for 24 hours. He watched how his parents taught his sibling to perfect their flight, skim the waves, dive the fish, all of the above. So here see the line. All the day before, all day long, he had watched his parents flying about with his brothers and sisters, perfecting them in the art of flight, teaching them how to skim the waves and how to dive for fish. So, which will be the answer here? Perfect their flight, skim the waves and dive the fish means all of the above. So, from this very line we come to know this, isn't it? Question 9. Skim the waves. That what does the word skim means in this line? Skim means to move lightly just above a surface. That may be a land, sea and any surface. And here as we are talking about a seagull, a seabird and about sea, isn't it? So this is the skim, the waves. The word skim means here to move lightly just above the sea, to move quickly just on the sea, an act of swimming or act of catching fish. So which will be the answer then? To move lightly just above the sea or above the sea surface. Question 10. The little seagull pretended to be while his family was on the opposite side on the plateau, crying, sleeping, practice fly and none of them. So what we will get in this paragraph 4th. He stepped slowly out in the brink of the ledge and standing on one leg with the other leg hidden under his wings. He closed one eye, then the other. Then what he did? And pretending to be falling asleep. Still they took no notice of him. Means he is wishing that his parents will notice him. So the little seagull pretended to be sleeping while his family was on the opposite side on the plateau. Question 11. His mother was thus on the opposite plateau. What she is doing there? Sleeping with the family, playing with the family, tearing a piece of fish, pruning her features. So on the opposite plateau, when her brothers and sisters lying on the plateau, dozing with their heads sunk into their necks, and his father was preening his feathers, and only mother was looking at him and she was standing on a little high hump of the plateau, her white breast thrust forward. Now and again, she tore a piece of fish that lay at her feet, then scraped each side of her back on the rock. So, what she is doing then? His mother was tearing a piece of fish. Question 12. The sight of the food dashed the little seagull, frightened, maddened, irritated and mocked. So, what he did? The sight of the food maddened the little seagull because he was in hunger. So, answer is maddened. Question 13. The mother bird came close to the seagull and halted mid-air just in front of him. on the rock close to him or behind him and on the opposite plateau. So, what his mother is doing there? The mother bird came close to the seagull and halted. Where she is halted? In the mid-air, just in front of him. Because she wanted her baby to learn how to fly. Because he feared to fly, isn't it? So she wanted him to fly. So she waited in the midway, just in front of him. Because she know that he is hungry. So out of hunger, he will definitely try to catch the fish, and thus he will be able to learn how to fly. So definitely he will attempt to catch the fish. So answer is mid-air, just in front of him. Question 14. Maddened by dash, the seagull dive at the fish. Anger, thirst, fear or hunger. So I have already told you that he was maddened with hunger. So when he saw, because 24 hours he has not taken any food. So when he saw the fish in front of him, he forgot that he fears to fly. And so what he did? Maddened by hunger, the seagull dived at the fish. Question 15. Seagull saw his brother catch his first dash. Crab, snake, herring and dogfish. So what is doing there? The seagull's brothers catch his first herring. Preening his feathers. Preening means to give neat, to groom, to tidy, all of the above. Preening means, open the textbook, see there, preening means making an effort to maintain feathers. Means it may be neat, maybe cleaning, maybe tidy, maybe grooming. We can say all of the above here. Question 17. The sun was now ascending the sky, blazing on his ledge that faced the south. Blazing means the same as violent and frightened, very bright and hot, outstanding power and impressive. So, the sun cannot be violent or frightened, isn't it? Very bright and hot. It can be bright and hot. Outstanding power, sun has outstanding power, but in this case, it is not like outstanding power. Impressive, it is also not the answer. Here the answer is, the sun was now ascending the sky, blazing on his ledge that faced the south. Here blazing means very bright and hot. What is herring? Herring means a hard-finned sea fish, a soft-finned freshwater fish, a soft-finned sea fish, and none of the above. The herring means a soft-finned sea fish. So the answer is C. A soft-finned sea fish. Question 19. The great expanse of the sea stretched down beneath. What expanse means? Huge, inside scope, large open area and ledge. So, expanse means become large, a larger area that may be in between the sea, maybe in the open area. So, this word expanse means large open area near sea. Or question 20. What did seagull dive at? At the crab, at the sharkfish, at the bird, at the fish. The seagull dived at what is that? That is at the fish that his mother carry with her. and which is on the mid-air. So, he dived to catch the fish. The next moment, he was spreading his wings and flying in the air, falling on the ocean, on the ledge, flying with his feathers. So, the next moment means when he saw the fish, he fly in the air. He was spreading his wings and flying in the air. 22. The family was thus and flew around him in appreciation, angry, afraid, frightened, and excited. The family was excited when he took his first flight. They are very happy. Actually, they tried every way. They tried every method to teach him fly because he was afraid to fly. And so, when at last he conquer his fear, he defeat his fear, then he is able to fly, and then his family come around him and flew around him to appreciate him. So, answer will be excited. The family was excited and flew around him in appreciation. Question 23. The family taught him how to land on the desk and skim for fish, ledge, banks, ocean floor, and plateau. So, the family taught him how to land on the dash, means ocean floor, and skim for fish. 24. The story his first flight was about a tiger, fish, young seagull, or mother seagull. The story his first flight was a story about the young seagull. The young seagull cried out of sleeping, fear, starvation, and sadness. The young seagull cried out of starvations. Question 26. Once the seagull was in the air to catch the fish, he had no choice but to dash his wings and attempted to fly. So, run, walk, flap, or move. Which will be the answer? Once the seagull was in the air to catch the fish, he had no choice but to flap his wings and attempted to fly. Because he is in the mid-air, isn't it? So, he is bound to flap. He has no choice actually. Question 27. The message of the story, thus one has to overcome his fear with the help of courage and self-confidence, courage and bravery, C. Love and care, D. 1 and 2. So, the message of the story is that one has to overcome his fear with the help of courage and self-confidence. This is also right, and courage and bravery, this is also right. So, the answer will be D. Answer will be D means A and B. So, to overcome one's own fear, this should be courageous and self-confident enough. Question 28. What urged him to make his first flight? So, what made him took his first flight? This is hunger or sight of the fish or courage or both A and B. So, this is his hunger that make him his first flight. 29. Why did his mother stop midway while giving him the fish? She was mad at him to push him to fly out of hunger. She didn't want to give him fish, or she changed her mind. So, why his mother did this? Why she stopped in the midway? Because she wanted her son She wanted to push him actually to fly out of hunger. So answer will be B, the push him to fly out of hunger. Question 30. Why did his parents threaten him with if he did not fly away? As we knew that his parents try every method to make him fly, but he did not have the courage to face it or start his first flight. And so what they did, they took every way by threatening him, by pressurizing him, by taunting him, by making him or leave him in starvation. So why his parents threatened him then? The answers are given here. Stop talking with him, to punish him, to starve him, or to leave him. So what his parents threatened him? They threatened him that if he did not fly away, they will leave him to starve. So these are some of the multiple choice questions from this chapter. If you go through thorough study of this chapter, you will definitely get lots of multiple choice questions related to this chapter. So I think as now the question pattern is changed, there will be multiple questions. So I would prefer you students read the chapter thoroughly. That is all. If you like my video, do like, share and subscribe. Thank you. Have a nice day.